Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Let me just fix the overlay as, there we go. It is 2-0 in the favor of the blue Protoss, but spawning here in the bottom left, it's the red Protoss, playing from North America. He's actually elected to stay on Europe since he's not getting any lag, so that's kind of cool of him. It's the red Protoss Minigun.
The upper right as the blue Protoss, it's Millennium's Lilbow.
The proxy was bold as hell. I can't describe it better than that.
Chaka says a tweet for you.
Oh. Well, actually, apparently there's a donation I missed too. I gotta go refresh real quick. Sorry about that, whoever this is. Oh, well, it's a little bit late, I guess. My bad, my bad. Strobel with a 3. He donates $5 for stuff. Thank you. But to correct me and say, it's crass, not crass. Short A. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. Luckily, he's out of the tournament, I guess, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, awkward.
Guys, what were you saying before you brought that up?
Man, I don't remember. I just feel awkward now because I was like saying it wrong and someone donates me like.
You say it wrong. I don't know why I only donated you money. Wasn't I saying it wrong too? The injustice.
This GIF that Jock has tweeted at me.
Oh yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
It's so smooth. Like, I feel like that's more FPS than the stream has.
Oh, you're talking about the choice of a proxy gate.
Right, okay, so I thought that was really bold. Not because this minigun and not because this, that, the other, but it's just, normally when you see cheese in a PvP, it's definitely precedent. It's either close out a series, it's to open a series, or it's in retaliation to something. Like, he just kind of took a risk to extend his lead, and the reason I bring this up isn't because, like, oh, let's overanalyze the 2-gate, but it's just, this is what I love about Lilbow. It's everything that I expect, like, right there is the fact that he's got the balls to do something weird, to do some sort of all-in that you wouldn't expect. It's what let him, like, almost beat Pult. It's what lets him beat players like Impact. Like, it's why he's one of my favorite foreigners to watch.
Yeah. Ditto. But, you know, it wasn't just the boldness of that tier act, but the boldness of moving in and being aggressive in that first game as well, saying that that army will definitely take on your army is always just kind of amazing. I guess to the untrained eye, it kind of just looks like Muta players decide to run into another Muta player, and you're like, how do you know you have more flappy things? Yeah,
the reality is, like, I love PvP for casting, but I could almost never keep up with it on the same tier as like Lilbow. Like, he's always going to be 3 steps ahead of anyone who's casting him, even other pros I mentioned, because he doesn't play the game the same way a lot of others do. Whereas Minigun plays a little bit more predictable. And truth be told, the Phoenix opener in Game 1 was kind of cool. His reactions weren't that bad in Game 2, and we've definitely seen him, like, in the course of this tournament through the group stages, hold off Cheese a little bit better than what we just saw. But turns it around this time. He's the one going for the Twilight Council, while Lilbow goes for the Stargates.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an Oracle, though, over the Phoenix.
Yeah. The Phoenix opener was certainly interesting, but it wasn't that great, and we saw why people tend to go for the Oracles first. But this isn't for Blink out of Minigun. No, this is a Dark Shrine. Now, this is a little unfortunate because with Oracles in production or Oracles available, he will have detection for this. But it still might catch him off guard, one way or the other.
Well, see how much he dedicates to it.
Oh no. Did Minigun skip? No, sorry. Take it back. I thought he skipped the Mothership core to get the Dark Shrine out sooner. I was like, oh no, he's not gonna have an overcharge. That's bad time bears. Bad news bears.
Yep. Continue to overreact.
Yeah. Well, we'll see just how much this does get done. For Lilbow's sake, though, he is following this up with gateways behind it, so there is more than just the Oracle. You'll have the Stalkers walking into and doing a bit of damage, but not revealed until the last moment, sadly. But Overcharge should be able to chase it off.
Yeah, just pop it, no problem. Gets the Sentry. Stupid Sentries taking Oracles.
Being a light unit is so fun.
His second Oracle as well. You didn't see the Dark Shrine, but it's going to be very useful to have. He's just guessing it's a DT expand. Oh, maybe because he saw the Sentry. It's PvP is probably. He's going to be totally prepared for it, though. There's only one DT.
Oh, look at this whole position. So sick. He hears the swipes now. He knows what's up. But, no, does he? No. What?
That's weird.
Like the game bare minimum does the your army's under attack, like whether he saw or heard the swipes. Kind of irrelevant, but all right, he is pushing out with a large amount of units. And what I love on top of this is that Void Ray. What's nice is with how few stalkers are, all he has to do is dedicate a little bit plus the oracles to kill the stalkers, and then the Void Ray kills the immortal, and with that gone, there's nothing to stop him.
But it's the DT in the back of his mind is probably very annoying. Taking both oracles with you or just leaving one back at home. That's his choice. Leave one back at home, and only have the photon overcharge to really deal with it.
Well, the Nexus is pretty much guaranteed to go down. I really don't see a world where Minigun holds this. As he comes down the ramp with the Immortals even, it's still quite scary, but losing too many Stalkers too early, Prismatic Alignment's popped while he's not near anything, so this Void Ray is kind of useless right now. And it's wasting a huge cooldown. I mean, the amount of damage this thing brings to the party is not something to be scoffed at.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he rode up there, walked up there with the Stalkers, but it seems like he still will get the Nexus, and that's really all he wanted.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just that's what he wanted, but it's like the bare minimum for what he sent across the map like this.
Yeah, okay. It's what he gets. And then he can throw down his own Nexus. There you go. That's exactly what he does. And he could warp in a sentry, technically, and try and keep Minigun on one base. Minigun is close to having Blink finish, so he'd be able to at least blink out and harass, if not take on the army.
I would go pretty badly, though. He'd be blinking into Zealous, blinking into a Void Ray. Cool use Revelation. Well, that's what I mean. Like, if Minigun comes down the ramp, like if it's a Force Field on the ramp, and Minigun comes down.
Oh, yeah. Don't take on the army.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Lilbow's gonna do. 3 sentries, man. It's a lot of time stuck up in the main.
But we did have a Zealot actually warp in over here. You know, the DTs were used early, but weirdly enough, the Oracle will actually do quite well. He pops.
So gross.
Yeah, he pops in Vision because he wasn't sure if there's a Dark Templar in there or not. But yeah, that damage is bonus versus light, which Zealots are, so should be able to take care of this. I think he's trying to save energy for another the other protection, but ooh!
Oh!
Before Stalkers catch him off guard, that Blink's gonna work out really nicely. Goes up towards the main, but the Mothership dies. No Photon Overcharge, no Time Warp, nothing. And this army is kind of just stuck in limbo on the other side of the map. What can you really do but try and catch a couple units with those force fields? The Voider's gonna help a little bit, but not much. Meanwhile, back at home, it's kind of going to hell really quick. Blink is just gonna outclass these Stalkers every step of the way.
Getting rid of the Oracle is an interesting choice. Thought maybe we'd invest into a Void Ray, although that would probably be targeted on anyways. Like, there's not really a good option. The best option was to have a Photon Overcharge.
Yeah, I think the Oracle's gonna bring a little bit of damage, but it's also it's light, so it's not gonna go down to the Stalkers so quickly. This does completely withdraw a little bit back home though. So for Minigun, this was a great move to get out of his base.
Yeah. I mean, he got a couple of workers, so he's not ahead in probes, but he's like a complete Nexus behind.
Yeah. The extra Chrono Boost on that Nexus 2 is going to be great at catching up in those workers.
Yeah. Still looking good for Lilbow, but maybe Minigun is going to try and attack here and kill his Nexus in return for him killing his Nexus, and then they'll kill another Nexus, and it'll just be about the base snipes. I don't know if he can do it. Pick off the units with the Blink Stalkers. Didn't bring the Immortal. As you can see here, the sentries do go down as well.
Stupid light units. Meanwhile, the fight at home does go down. Sadly, Blink is going to let him escape, so Minigun doesn't quite feel the burn of this attack, but he does manage to sneak 4 into the main and force enough to one-shot probes, force enough to start shredding this mineral line, and I think Minigun is finally going to start showing his true colors as he really starts... he's playing so much better this game.
Yeah. I mean, he's starting to really help get himself back into this game after losing the entire Nexus. And the Nexus is now done. He's still up by almost 10 probes. There you go.
He's also killed like 13, so that certainly helps. Oh my god, and he blinks past Lilbow's army, but this is where it gets scary because Lilbow's now going for the attack. Lilbow's saying, screw it, I'll go for the base trade maybe. And he certainly has a lot of units to play with. With those sentries having been picked off, there's nothing to stop him from walking up that ramp.
This is gonna get weird. So the Blink Stalker's coming back from Minigun. They did not kill the Nexus, but Minigun or Lilbow didn't kill the Nexus either. Maybe he will with the Zealots. Not for a while. This is kinda awkward.
Oh, Guardian Shield's gonna be really nice for this, but he's not using it. Sentries are gonna go down for nothing.
Oh, that Void Ray was kept back at home. I guess it was gonna be and try and be the hero that defends, but now coming to help out the army, but you know, kind of stuck behind Blink Stalkers.
There's too many Stalkers for Minigun is the problem. Lilbow's got
Yeah.
equivalent army supply, but he doesn't have that anything that's going to be efficient. He can't fight his opponent's Blink Stalkers one-on-one. He doesn't have the Zealots that can catch up to it. He could kill this Nexus, sure, maybe, but that's kind of it. No. Oh, no.
That's definitely it, isn't it? Yeah, the army's alive, the Nexus is alive.
Oracle, please, at least finish it. No, good game. Minigun gonna turn it around on the European server, no less. Congratulations to him as he'll take game number 3.